In this section, we are looking at combining the idea of fractions along with number line. So first thing first, what is number line, right? Let's recap number line. So this particular picture represents a line. Now, if I happen to place numbers equally, spaced numbers, what we are looking at is a number line. So this is an example of number line. Now, we have to figure out how to indicate fraction within a number line. So these are the steps. First step is to focus on the whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Whole numbers are numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. So first we need to focus on the whole numbers. Then second step is identify the denominator by counting the total number of equal division within the whole unit. This count will be your denominator. Let me explain with examples over here. So we have 3 examples. I think, yeah, 3. Let me just rearrange them, make some space. Right. First thing is, let me actually start with the first step. Identify the whole number. So here we have 0 and 1. That's the first step. 0 and 1. Not every time we'll get 0 and 1. This is just a set of examples. 0 and 1. That's the first step. Next, we are looking at counting the divisions, and that will give the denominator. So how many divisions are there? Equal divisions. We can see that this is one division, this is another division. So there are 1 and 2 divisions. So our denominator, just a second. So there are two divisions between the whole numbers. In this case, it's 0 and 1. Thus, just a second. Thus, the denominator is equal to 2. Okay, so that's your denominator. In this case, the denominator is that. In this case, what is the denominator? Can you guys tell that? How many parts are there? So 0 and 1, between them there are 1, 2 and 3 parts. And in this case, the denominator is equal to, between 0 and 1, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So that's how you figure out the denominator. Next is numerator. So third step is numerator. How do you figure out? Count the number of steps or divisions that marked point is away from the initial whole number of the unit. Example, from 0, if the fraction is between 0 and 1. This count will be the numerator. So yeah, we'll take up the example. So from 0 in our case, we have to count how many parts away this point is. So this is basically 1 part away. So that will be my numerator. Numerator in our case is 1 over here. Actually, I should have used some other color. And over here, the numerator will be, see, 1, 2. 2 over here. And in the next case, we have 2 examples actually. Numerator is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and 4. Well, again, we're looking at the boxes. Okay, so numerator of the empty space. So those are your gaps, right? Those are the jumps that we need to reach that point. And now let's combine the numerator and denominator. So the fraction over here will be equal to numerator by denominator. Agree? So that will be a fraction. Here the fraction is 2 by 3. This is basically 2 by 3. And finally we have here the fraction is, actually fractions are, there are two fractions. One is 2 by 5 and the other is 4 by 5. So guys, this will be your 2 by 5 and this is 4 by 5. So that's how you figure out the fractions or represent a fraction on a number line. So this is 1 by 2. Okay. What we are looking at here is representing fractions on number line. Number line is a line that has numbers which are equally spaced. Now the procedure to figure out the fractional representation on number line starts with us identifying the whole number on the number line, looking at how many parts it is divided into, equal parts it's divided into. Those equal parts gives us the denominator. Next, identify the numerator. How do you identify the numerator? Count how far it is from the least whole number. So in all of our example, it is 0. Okay, so we'll get different whole numbers. We'll see each case, but now we're just looking at 0. So from 0, this is 1 jump away. So the numerator is 1 and the fraction is 1 by 2 because there are two equal parts. And in this example, it is 1 and 2 jumps away and there are 3 equal parts. So it is 2 by 3. And in this example, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps away. So the fraction is 4 by 5. And so on and so forth. We'll do quite a few more set of examples to understand this better.